Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Slice of Knife. My name is Alex, and today we are doing a little different. This is from the workshop, more like just a workbench. I have tools and things. I do have some knife tools here. I do have a Work Sharp bench stone, the bench sharpener. I've had this for, I think I got it for Christmas, so a couple months now, 3, 4 months now. And it has worked pretty well, actually. I've been able to sharpen some knives. No experience prior, just using the guides and watching some YouTube videos, and things have gotten pretty good. I mean, I have sharpened knives before, but not on a bench stone, not like this. I've used pull throughs, which are straight garbage. And as I've done so much research on those, I've learned that they are garbage. And this video is not about the Worksharp bench stone, although it is a great bench stone. So I highly recommend it if you're looking into freehand sharpening. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about scales and preferred scale types, things like that. So you have G10, micarta, you have wood, you'll have aluminum, titanium, carbon fiber. There's a multitude. Now I don't have everything. I don't have carbon fiber here represented in the group. So for carbon fibers, although I do have a carbon fiber knife, I just don't have it here. I have, granted, it's tiny. I have the uh, Kaiser variable. So you might have seen a video on the Kaiser variable. If you have not seen that video, please go check it out. Cool, small little fixed blade. But anyways, we'll talk about some of the favorite types of scales and grip types, and that's really what it comes down to for me. I mean, yes, look is a big deal, and if something looks bad, I mean, we're knife people. We're probably not going to like it, but exceptional grip. Oh, I have another one in my pocket. Oh, exceptional grip. Oh, and another one. Haha. A lot of knives in my pocket. So exceptional grip is really a key part of the whole thing for me. It's got to feel good in the hand, and I don't want it to be slippery in the hand. It's one of the things. So we go to the first one a little bit. This will be sort of controversial. Well, maybe not controversial, but so first one we have here we're going to talk about is an aluminum grip, and we're going to talk about that on the Kershaw Iridium Mini, the Mini Iridium. So great knife. If you haven't seen the video on that one, awesome knife. Check it out. Very excellent knife by Kershaw in the $65 range with D2 steel and very beautiful aluminum scales. So let's talk about those scales a little bit. Beautiful scales, as I said, like really awesome scales. Look great. I love the accent on the pivot. The back spacer is awesome. That brass coloring with this ice blue anodized aluminum. Problem with this knife is, although it does have nice jimping up here, it's a little slippery. It is a smooth aluminum. It is not a textured aluminum. If it was textured, more like some of the versions of the Banter or things like that, if it was textured, I really think it would be a home run for that. But that's probably one of the things that I take away from this knife. Besides that, it's nearly perfect. I mean, D2 steel isn't my favorite steel. It's a good steel, but I do prefer a stainless for the corrosion resistance. I don't want to have to worry about rust as much. So there's that, take it or leave it. But beautiful knife, really great, but the aluminum is so slick. Then you get to something like, let's go here. So we got the Ontario Knife Company, the Rat 2. So this has a G10 set of scales, which are textured a bit, so they give it a nice feel. And honestly, this knife, I mean, this knife is a banger for a reason. It's one of the top knives you can ever get. I think this is actually, to be honest, like a really awesome first knife for anybody. It's not giant, it's not too intimidating. It has four-way configurable carry, so tip up, tip down, and um, left hand and right hand, right side carry. So it is, and the action is amazing. I mean, just a killer knife that you can probably score for $50. This is this a D2 steel? No, this one's the Alsate version, which is a good steel. I guess I would prefer D2 over Alsate, but Alsate is that stainless, so it has a little bit more corrosion resistance, so it is kind of nice. But this has very nice textured G10 scales on it, so you don't have a really get a lot of slip on that. It really holds well in the hand. Plus, just the way it's shaped. That's another thing to talk about. Sometimes the contour. So the contour of that, as you can see, as it comes to your hand, to your fingers, it's going to fit well in your hand. So I would say knives that are a little bit slippery, if they're going to be slippery, let's have them be contoured. Again, that's the negative. It does have, so the Kershaw does have that little groove there for those fingers, so it does fit nicely. Don't get me wrong. This thing is a comfortable to hold knife, no hot spots. I mean, actually, really just an overall beautiful knife, but it is slippery. This does help. You're not going to slide forward as easily with this, can't think of the name of it right now, but with that piece, comment below with the name. That'd be great. But it's gonna help you with it. But it's just not. It's just a little slick, and that's not it's not my favorite. Then we'll come to another. So let's represent them all. Actually, here, let's do one that we haven't really showed before on this channel. So, or maybe I have. I don't think so. So this is an SE4. This has, and you can see it's pretty used. I use it whenever we go anywhere that's camping or anything like that. It's a great fixed blade. This is on my hip when I'm camping, or cabining or whatever. This is on my hip. This thing is my go-to workhorse blade. Thing is super tough. Got the SE lifetime warranty. Like, I could chip this thing on a rock and send it over to them, and they're gonna get me a new. They're gonna give me a new blade repaired or whatever it might be. But the reason I brought this thing out was because it has a very nice set of textured micarta scales. So not only are they micarta, and we'll talk about that not all micarta is created equal. Not only does it have that nice textured micarta, we'll give you that little close-up so you can really see the texture in there. Not only does it have that micarta, which is just a nice, it's my favorite, it's actually mine. So it is my scale material of choice. So not only does it have micarta, but it's a textured micarta. Now, one of my favorite knives, as you may know on this channel, good old Civivi Yonder. Yep, you already knew. So the Civivi Yonder has micarta scales as well, but they are smooth. I wish they had the feel. And you can even, here, we can even do let's close this up. Let's do kind of a comparison. So you can almost see those, let's get it right there. So those, you know what? Those Civivis look like it's textured. It is not. I wish it was textured the way that it looks in this shot. This has texture on it. This does not. So although I absolutely love this knife and it fits perfect in the hand, and again, it's got kind of like your small guard there where your hand fits right in there, and it's not going to slip forward because that, and it has good jimping. So I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, I really do wish it was a textured micarta. That would be killer. Then you move on to here. Let's get out of the micarta in the G10, and you got something like the Kaiser Drop Bear, which we've also seen on here. This has a wood set of scales. They are not roughed up. They are slick, but it is wood slick. And I don't know, when I say wood slick, it's just not like the other materials. It's not like aluminum when it gets smoothed out. It's more of it's just thinner. It's nice. Not thinner. it's like more, it's rougher. Like my thumb, you can almost, I know you might not be able to hear that, but it catches on there. It's got some grip to it. Now, they also equip this thing with jimping for days. I mean, jimping up 3/4 of the spine, almost 2/3 at least of that spine. It's not super aggressive jimping, but it's enough to keep the grip in there. So very nice knife. Wood is good. Wood is good. Wood is a great for scales, but it's wood or water. So obviously wood and water don't necessarily mix. You can treat it with oil and all those kind of things. Somebody actually asked me a question on this one, if it was treated. I mean, obviously, I'm sure they put a bit of a polish. I don't know if there's like a polyurethane over it. It doesn't really feel like it necessarily. So I don't think that there would be. But if you know, comment below. I'd love to know how that's treated, or if it's treated. Yeah. Love the action on it. Great knife. So then we have, let's go to this one, the Vosteed Mini Nightshade. Very nice knife, G10. But this is an example of a G10 that I don't love. The G10 on the Rat 2, great. It's textured, works well. This knife, it fits in your hand well, sits nice. I mean, even in my small hand, I mean, it's a 1, 2, almost a half, kind of get that fourth finger on there. But it's a good grip. It works nice. It's good. But this, and let's get a close-up of this. This is a very smooth, and it's got like it has a bit of a pattern to it, but this is a very smooth G10. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. See, that's the one thing I would. There's two things about this knife I would change. I love how light it is. I like the shape of the blade. It's cool, and I like the ergonomic handle. It's very comfortable to hold. I would change the scales to be either be a textured G10 or I would love there to be jimping on this. Maybe that seems weird. I mean, let's look here. Nah, there could be some jimping. They could afford to put a little jimping on here, and you could really get that good grip and really work in there with it. I would prefer that. Good knife, not a great grip. Then we come to what I think of all these knives might have, as much as a G10 is not my favorite, I think micarta, I don't even think, I know micarta is my favorite. This knife, Kaiser Cormorant, has the patterned G10 in there. So it's got your patterned G10, and this thing has the grip. This thing has the grip that you want. So you get this thing out, it's not going anywhere. It's got, I mean, obviously this thing is built. It's got the little hump on the back, which is sort of unique, and a lot of people don't like it. And some people do. But the jimping is nice. The G10 really holds in the hand well. I mean, this thing ain't going anywhere. I could do a lot of stuff with this. It's not moving. It's really not going to move out of my hand. I mean, I can't really rip a thing out of my own hand. I don't know that I could do that. Just trying to do a Spider-Man flick. I'm not the greatest at it, but let me just, now I got to get one while we're on camera here. Oh, look at that. There we go. But it's front flip. Horrible. I even felt it hit my other hand. My other fingers on my hand, my other hand, the third hand that I have. Anyways, this thing has maybe the best grip of all the knives out there. Not all the knives out there. I don't mean that. Of all the knives that I showed today. Now, there are G10s that are better. There are G10s that are worse. There are aluminums that are better. There are aluminums that are worse. But when I think about all these knives, the one that if I had to rank it in terms of grip, for a knife or scale grip and all that kind of stuff, like this one of these knives would be number one. Number two would be this SE4. Number three would be the Rat 2. Again, excellent knife. If you're going to get somebody a knife, their first knife, maybe not a little kid. I guess you're talking about like a 10, so I haven't had them on here, but my boys are 8 and 10. And they both got some Opinels. My first Opinel, I think it's called. I'll have to have that on here. But it doesn't have much of a tip. It has a very sharp blade, and it has a Vibro-Lock, which is a collar lock that you have to engage manually to keep the blade open, or else it can act as a slip joint. Excellent knife for a first knife for a kid. But if I was going to use something a little, I don't know, a little cooler, maybe when my son gets to be about 12, it's a good size blade. It's got excellent action. I'll say it's steel. It's not breaking the bank for what it costs. It's something that I could teach him to sharpen, maintain. I'm not going to worry about it, him messing it up. Be a great first knife for somebody. And the grip, again, beautiful grip on it, really awesome. Now they do actually have more premium versions. So if I really wanted to get him something that's premium, they might have a Magna Cut version of the Rat 2. It almost makes me want to get the Magna Cut version of the Rat 2, if there is one. I can't remember if it's a Magna Cut or a S35, maybe an S35V. I don't know. Comment below if you know the premium Rats. I cannot remember what the premium Rat is, but I know I just saw one. I don't know if it's that new, but I know I just saw a premium Rat. The Rat 2. So the Rat 2, great knife. Yeah. So that was really just wanted to talk a little bit about knife scales and the grip and texture, because it's something that I think about. It's actually something that I I don't talk about when I'm reviewing very often, to be frank. Um, but it's something that I kind of think about a lot when I'm actually holding these knives, or a lot of times when I'm working, and I'm on calls and stuff. I'll kind of have I'll kind of just be sitting there, fidgeting with the knife. And I really start to notice the grip, and you kind of play, and as you're holding it, you sort of notice that grip when you're doing those things. And one of the things I noticed as I've kind of played around with this knife is when I'm holding it, the thing is rock solid, and I always feel like it's good. So the Kaiser Cormorant, really just a great grippy knife, to play around with. Now that being said, again, I love this VV Yonder. Crossbar lock is so strong and snappy, just click into place action. I messed it up on the spot, just wonderful. Really good knife. Still my favorite knife that I have right now as a daily carry. I don't know if it's the best knife I have. It's not. Best knife I have. I used to have I sold it. I did the video on the Hogue Deca. That might have been the nicest knife that I had, a Magna Cut steel. I do not have that anymore. The most expensive knife that I have is probably this. It's probably the SE4. I think this thing's like about 130 bucks now, somewhere in that area. Comes with the Kydex sheath, all those kind of things. It's good. But in any case, I don't want to ramble too long. I wanted to stop in and talk a little bit about grip. If you like what you heard, like what you see, have comments, please share them. I'll always get back to you. One day, maybe I won't be able to say that if I have, hundreds and thousands of subscribers and I'm getting hundreds of comments. Maybe it'll be difficult, but right now I absolutely can, and I want to continue that into the future. I like talking with you about knives because I learn things just like you do. So, and that's the reason I'm on this channel. It's just because I like talking about knives and the different things with them. So, and I'm sure that's why you're watching, because you like knives, or else why would you be watching the channel called Slice of Knife? That would be weird. But you're not. You're watching it because you like knives. So in any case, I hope everybody has a great day, a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on The Slice of Knife.